everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamental series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So, in yesterday's video for Ranked, we tried using dash blocking. And I actually think that we barely used it, and I think that was the correct thing to do. We actually found ourselves setting up these down 4 games a lot more often than we did before because it's a lot harder to set up stuff like Requiem, quarter circle back 1, whatnot, because of the tracking debuffs. And so I realized that whenever I was playing this kind of solid, chill game of neutral, those situations were where we started to get more of like your typical Bryan, like, oh, you whiffed a move, I launch you type of situation, right? Or even just like, you know, able to catch them with these 3+4s as they got impatient, kind of getting them to start playing into their stuff, right? I think that down 4 and down back 3 for that matter were like the foundation of our games, and whenever we started to get lazy and do more of the hatchets and whatnot, that was when we started to lose. I don't think this means that we should focus on poking our opponents to death anymore. I think that is sort of like the balancing aspect between this version and Season 2. I think like what we practiced before in Season 2, when we have momentum, but we need to go crazy, right? Like we have to, if we've got a health lead or something, yeah, by all means start doing like the crazy stuff, you know, like doing this, you know, like that type of stuff. Like just doing all of that is still good. It's the neutral when we are even or even like less health that we need to kind of be trying to get our opponent to make a mistake so that we can like entice them to make a mistake so that we can open them up. I think that doesn't mean that we can't dash block. I actually think something we never tried was doing like a down 4 into a forward 3, right? Like that would actually be pretty good because if we're always doing, if we get comfortable doing something like this, right? Then that could be pretty good, though I don't know why I'm doing this. Something like this, I guess. Because we can catch an opponent that's like trying to get something big, right? But I think that's the idea, is we're going to work on kind of continuing to play that kind of intense neutral that we were working on yesterday, ended up working on that yesterday, and just making that more of like an intentional foundation of our plan today and seeing if that helps us get some traction. So with that being said, let's go ahead and keep the intro rather short and go straight into things. Okay. Okay. Got that one at least. Oh no. I'm slow. That's not bad. Oh. Interesting. Charman, am I having a good time in this game? I'm finding a way to have a good time in this game, yeah. How have you been? I think that there are some things that need to be fixed, right? But we can still lab, we can still work on our neutral and how we play the game as we wait for them to fix things. Wow, unblock. This person is already just like in our face. They literally, we blocked a down 2, I think it is, and then they still pressed, right? So let's lock in and just like play quicker and just take our turn back. Okay. All good. Very aggressive start, right? We'll give it a jab. And then they come running in as soon as they block that 3+4. Okay. MK9 for life. They had an MK9 player? Notice how I'm like kind of trying to lock down whatever they're doing here? Nice. And they very quickly got cowed by us just like playing that defense, right? Nice. They held forward. That's a very aggressive option. But see how, like, this is the adaptation we made? Okay. I'm gonna stay on the ground for a second. Oh, no! Okay. I just realized I can't see this person. That's why this is... I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of just doing whatever. What the heck? Okay. Nice. This person's hard to see. Nice. Sure, Samsara. Go for this throw. Sure. Oh, okay, sure. Go for this. Oh, nice. Hey, we fought it out. We mashed it out. I was mashing my heat smash, to be honest. What does that mean, Stoic? 91cc, thank you so much for the follow. But Sharman, I totally understand what you mean about it being a bit of a drain. This person, are they mad? Sure. Using the while standing freeze is working a lot in our favor here. Oh, wow. And notice how I'm still kind of playing a little bit chill with them, because I don't need... And I'm still just kind of doing what I need to do. Oh, wow. Notice that they love to do that while running move whenever I do a down 4, and I'm not quite getting the launch that I need, but it's still like good that we're getting that, right? Okay. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. He whiffed the move, and then mine didn't hit him. Dang it. Nice stuff. Alright. I'm gonna let him do something crazy here. I feel like he might. Okay. Okay, nice. Nice, Samsara. I tried to step, didn't work. Nice. They're slowing down a little bit, and that's actually good because now we can start like down 4ing them. Nice, they did another Samsara, nice stuff. What if that's the name of that move? Nice! Okay. They're feeling it. Nice. Good. Had a feeling they'd do something crazy there. I'm just gonna chill. That move, though, they are always greedy with it, so I don't want to give them free reign there. I think they're going to stay on the ground here. I don't know what that combo was, but we'll take it. Nice stuff. Cool. So, interestingly enough, I think that us kind of having the goal of playing slower gave us the kind of the focus that we needed to keep trying to bring things back down to our pace, even if our opponent was brawling, right? But that was the idea. It's like we didn't play super slow. We still like took our turn back, you know, and fought back in a lot of situations. Like after the down 2, we do it while standing 3. But I think that was the idea. I think we could have played even slower. There are situations where I did a down 4 and then I just get launched afterwards because they were pressing a panic move, and we knew they would do that. Like we knew that was the mindset of their play, so we should have probably had a little more patience and you know, less fear when we let those down 4s rip. Alright, we have a Paul. We can play at pretty much any range. I like to play closer, but not super close so that he starts tracking everything. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. We're getting blown up. They're playing fast too. What is everyone's just going quick right now, trying to run us over. They like to down jab when they're in between their offense, so I'm already trying to do something about that. Alright, we didn't launch it, but at least we got the shoulder. But you see, we're kind of looking, we're just paying attention. It's like, okay, they like to down jab here. I'm kind of taking my time here. Okay. Nice. They also, so oh, shoulder, okay. We just have to remember to keep our head about ourselves in this situation. Okay. Nice. Nice. See, they're playing so fast. We're trying to just do like one move and going from there. See? Stay on the ground. And we get a whole round off of it. Nice. Thanks, 91. Welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, like we got two very, very aggressive opponents in a row, and this is like actually a good example or practice really for like trying to keep our head above. What the heck? Keeping our head about ourselves while we're playing these matches because they're playing crazy. Oh, okay. I actually went for the wrong move, but that's okay. Okay. Nice. They're really looking for that low also once we're at low health, but not otherwise. Oh, nice. Exactly, Mecha. Though it works. The one thing is that after throw breaks, they tend to dick jab. So if I break another throw, I'll try to orbital. Oh my gosh. Oh, I went for an orbital there. There's the shoulder. Don't be afraid to just simplify it to something that you know will be in your favor. Good cancel there. But you can see that they're always just kind of running their game, right? Wow, that's not what I meant to do, but we'll take it. Don't be afraid to orbital against all these dick jabs. Like, specifically since they're dick jabbing so much, we can orbital every now and then. See? Good shoulder. What is that new move? I didn't break the throw. So I didn't launch the dick jab after the throw like I said I would. So unfortunate. But here's the thing. Like, the main thing that I think we can focus on here is they're playing so fast because they're using dick jabs to keep their momentum. And that is what we're going to look for as our way of, like, getting stuff, right? And then we're looking for shoulders as well. I'm a little bit getting scared by that. Okay. Nice. Nice. Wow, we got so lucky. I need to remember to power crush a little bit against this player as well. That could actually help us here. Whoa, I didn't mean to jump. Dang it. Oops. That's good. Nice. But see how we're trying to remember to do like a single move as much as we can. I'm going to block here. We can also use this a little bit as our keep out. Nice. I don't know what I should do there, to be honest. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do there. Because he's in the backswing, and I'm afraid to do jabs because he can do that low. But maybe I can do like down 4-2. Got any dick jabs? Exactly. Vargwin, how do I do my taunt jet uppers? Can you do back 4? Can you do back 4? I say that, no, I can't. I don't have a hand cam, I'm sorry. But the way I think of it is I think of doing my back four on player one side. I think of doing back four on player one side. First, be able to do back four consistently on both sides. And then, jet upper is just doing back four, but it's now back two from the opposite side. And then, like thinking of it about, I'm about to do a back four with your left hand, it's harder for me on player two even. But see how I'm not getting the forward input? So you have to like, think of it like getting that back four input, and then you go from there. But I can't taunt jet upper super consistently in matches either. It happens once in a blue moon, so I don't think I'm the best person to give advice on. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, we have a Asuka.
Round one.
Asuka, I heard, is pretty good on this patch, and I don't know very well. I'm gonna just do a couple of these down fours. Notice how she's just kind of running in. Okay, that's actually a counter, even though I do down jet. That's actually pretty good. Nice. Nice. Okay. So the things that I noticed is that she did kind of like run in after I did a down four. And I'm just kind of chipping her away. Nice. But see how we're like, I have to play slow. The less like freaked out I get, the better I'll do, right? Good step. Ooh, nice. Good mid. But see how they're trying to get in now. They're trying to play that like aggressive game because we're keeping them out. So I'm trying to play defense now. Okay. Don't know that string, but that's okay. Is that plus? That might be plus. We should... Don't be afraid to... Ooh, wow. Did she step that? That's crazy. Oh, man. The horse kick messes you up? The one she can charge now? The ones that she... I don't know what new move she can charge, unless you just mean, like, the spinning one.
Round one. Fight.
But you can tell that they're actually pretty, chill. Like, they're pretty, methodical with their game, and they just want to, like, get in, right? Whoa. Yeah, that's plus. It's gotta be plus. Crazy. Wow, and that tracked me. Crazy. Okay. Nice. Nice punish. Okay, she's looking for that. Notice how I'm like having to kind of like force myself to play calm here. Whoa. Dang. Okay. She did that. Oh, is that like a punch counter? That must be a punch counter. Why did I was like, why did she do that? Okay. Notice how like anything that's not a frame trap isn't really guaranteed right now. Okay. I just do that down 4 and then she does something big. That's alright. Good punish. Nice. See how we're just like trying to stay as above water as we can. Okay. Get her to the wall. Nice. That is a punch parry. Yeah, exactly. That's the... I figured because she did down 4-2 into it, and I was like, okay, she was trying to parry or something. Not what I meant to do, but we'll take it. Good step. This would be a good time that we could also do a wolf tail every now and then. No, I did an orbital. Nice stuff. What's launchable, Tofu? And how's it going, man? The punch parry, or are we talking about something else?
Get ready for the next battle.
Asuka's definitely a dark spot for my character. Back to... Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I could probably launch that one, what do you call it? Live, so to speak, without practice, if it's just a full string. Thanks. I didn't know.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we have a Law. Laws tend to want to play up close. I want to play further away in this matchup.
Come and get some. I dare you.
But you can see that, like, I'm kind of struggling to, like, slow it down a little bit, which is okay. They did nothing after that down 4. Okay. Kind of doing nothing. Okay, they did one there. I'm going to push him to the wall here. That one's launch. Ooh, nice. But you'll see that they're kind of letting big stuff rip, so we can kind of, what do you call it? We can frame trap a little bit more. Hey, how's it going, man? We're trying to balance playing, what do you call it? Intelligently with Season 2 stuff. Nice. That's good. Nice. So this person tends to panic a lot, and I think I need to keep that in mind, that most of the stuff that I'm doing is just trying to instigate a reaction from him. Like this. Oh. Okay. Okay, they go for a low. Okay. They played a little bit, like, too defensively, I think, at that point, so that we could just kind of start going for pokes to win the game. This one's interesting. Okay, they don't want to play. That's usually a good sign.
Get ready for the next battle.
I need to stay stepping longer. Okay. I just realized his what is that? Back 4-3 looks a lot like his 4-3. I think that's right. Like the one that he goes into dynamic entry looks a lot similar. It's kind of, the kicks are hard for me to differentiate, even though I think one of them's a 4, so I'll have to pay more attention to that. I'll probably break this down into just a few less moves so that I can actually have a chance of seeing the difference. Again, we're just kind of, it's same play, right? I think I can launch that, but I think he's airborne. We're just trying to instigate a reaction here. That's like kind of crazy that that didn't pick him up. Okay, good snake edge. Okay. Surprised that flip kick whiffed actually. Go for this throw. The classic, exactly. What, anything? Oops. Well, that's good.
Round 3. Fight.
They're kind of just doing nothing. But I think that's supposed to be like the AFK strat, so to speak. See how they're like reacting every time? Nice. This person's pretty funny. They're so mad. This is pretty funny. Why does that work? Oh man. They keep messing up the slide too, yeah. Oh man, poor guy. Poor guy.
Get ready for the next battle.
I think when I go back to law punishment, I need to cover a couple of his moves. Like, I don't know what the kicks is, like 3-4 or something like that. The one that goes into DSS. I need to practice ducking that a little bit more. I think these three are good. Okay, yeah. Basically, I'm trying to like break things down into fewer moves because I just can't recognize any of them, and I need to get some of them built in, and then we'll like kind of rotate through them.
Round 1.
Alright, we have a Harong. I'm gonna run away because I don't like being super close to him. Okay. Whoa, what is that? Get a punish. I need to power crush a little bit in this matchup since we have one. Oh, nice. Went for the throw. I'm a little bit afraid of a low. Nice. I think I tried the low parry there. Oh, nice. More pushback than I realized. We're gonna get some distance here, if I can. Did not, but we got the good old reset. Let's go down 4. Alright. Don't be afraid. I think we do need to start experimenting with power crushing against Harong, because I think there are certain things that we can do. Like here. tech roll every single time so far, so I'm going to keep that in mind when we're at the wall. Just do a jab. I'm looking for these highs that I can duck. Nice. They tech every single time. That's kind of crazy. Every single time. Oh, Kingslayer, thank you so much for the follow. I think I missed that. Okay. Scaring them off today.
Get ready for the next battle.
Whew. Yeah, just these three is actually good because we have one that goes into dynamic entry, we have that we need to forward three, we have another one that we need to sidestep, and then we have one where we need to duck jab.
Round one. Fight.
Kind of taking our time. Okay. They're playing pretty like aggressive. So because of that, I will try to take the defensive stance. I think whoever's, to a degree, I think whoever plays this defensively is probably at an advantage. Alright, how many times have they done sidestep into a... Nice. How many times have they done sidestep into hatchet when they're plus? I think a few, right? So maybe we can wait a little bit and then do an orbital. But you'll see that they're trying to like get something big going, right? Good step. That's good. We'll take that. Okay. Oh no! I thought I already had rage. We're dead. 3+4 is very good. Oh, nice. But they also do a lot of 1-2-1. I wonder, there's not a whole lot we can do except take our turn back, basically. But it is -6, so I'm not too upset that there isn't much we can do about it. Okay. Oh, nice. God. Oh my gosh. Down back 3, maybe. Sure, we'll take it. Whoa! Nice low parry. Oh wow, nice, good stuff. Good stuff. They've got the one thing that they do pretty well is they do a lot of while standing 3-4 in the neutral. So I kind of need to be careful with how I approach them. I think that's getting me in trouble here, is my guess. I'll be perfectly honest, their timing of these moves is throwing me off. Like, And I think it's because they're choosing to go for the bigger stuff and I'm not, and that's getting me in trouble. Like, there. Like, I don't want to be in that mix-up, right? So I think that's maybe what we need to do is, like, figure out how... Figure out how to, like, elicit a reaction from them. I'm also experimenting with stepping here because it's pretty good against a lot of Bryan's kit. Notice they didn't finish that time. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Good step. Kind of going for this big stuff. Like, I'm going for the back one because I'm trying to set a delay on them, right? I'm not actually trying to get the pressure that I need to do a mix on them. I'm trying to get them to, like, freak out a little bit. Because people are, like, more scared of back one than they should be. Though, punch parry after back one is a wild option. Can't do that, you're minus 13. Do this. Okay. Notice how I'm kind of letting them not dictate the pace of approach, but I'm like trying to establish this distance, right? Interesting decision from them. Wow, nice step. Good stuff. I think that hits grounded too, so I need to be kind of careful when I'm getting up in that situation. Wow, that still works. Nice. Notice they're stepping after they're doing their down 4. Can't step that way. That's crazy. And good mid. They're getting me, man. They're playing really well. The down 4s are funnily what's getting me. Oh no. Oh, why am I doing this? See how I'm doing so many hatches and I'm dying for it. I don't want them to step too much against me. Get him to the wall here. Good duck. Nice. Oh, man. I'll just back up. Yeah, he did something. He just did a side step. Good, back, quarter circle back 1. I did it down 4. I'm gonna experiment with this here. No, they didn't. Whoa! Good stuff. Good games, man. This guy destroyed us. I don't have anything else to say. They played really well. Let him win one more game. Yeah, Taxi, I was the right side. I think I learned something about, like, they did a really good job of mixing big stuff with the smaller things. I think, like, but I also think that they used the down fours more sparingly in a way that was allowing them to, like, sidestep and catch my sort of reactions, which was really, really smart. And I'm wondering if I can steal that. Ooh, this is a cursed outfit. This looks like a stock outfit, though.
Craving for a good time.
Evan, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. I don't know Anna very well. Oh, that's scary. Went over under my 3+4. This looks like a down 4 matchup. Yeah. They don't typically duck against us, which is I don't disagree with that at all. We'll just back up. Good duck. I don't disagree with that at all. That's, oh my god, no, that's the snake edge. We're dead. Alright. But you'll notice that they don't typically duck when they're under pressure. They just kind of stand and take the block, which means we need to do something that's going to open them up. We can start with a down 4. The other thing that we can do is do a dash block here, actually. I don't know if it will work, but we can try it. Those look like mid-highs. But they do seem like they're already starting to try and put up some resistance here. Oh, that's scary. Whoa! What? Alright, we got it. Jeez! But I didn't know she could do that. It's scary. I'm looking for that mid-high still. Oops. Yeah, notice how, like, whenever they're in, when they're in minus frames, when they're in jail, they just block. There's that high I was talking about. They're still just taking all of these lows. But I very slowly start ramping up our offense there because they're standing. They're just standing and blocking, right? Yeah, more projectiles. I mean, to be fair, right? She's got a literal bazooka. I should not be surprised that I just got hit by a bazooka. Okay. Oh, that's mid. And is safe. She did something that traded with our down 4, which makes me think that it was like maybe like a dick jab or something. Okay, sure. I need to be ready for that. Next time she blocks, I need to block low. Bryan getting a grenade would be very Bryan. No, just give him literally the machine gun. Give him a machine gun. He'll just pull it out of God knows where, right? Is that plus? Oh no, they're doing crazy stuff. something. Nope, no reaction there. Nice. Sure, sure. That works. Oh, she did the thing. Still playing very slow, which is fine. We need to kind of incentivize it. Oh, that's a low parry. Right. That's from Tekken 8. Tekken 7, I mean. So I'll do this. Okay. Oh, you want the Heihachi meteor? Notice that we're kind of playing a little faster now against them and a little more aggressively because they're playing defensively, so we kind of get that room, but I also need to make sure that I'm still kind of being aware that she could fight back, right? Doesn't look like it. Got there. I feel like they were a little bit unsure what to do with their character, though. I think Anna can be pretty scary, especially if they force those mix-ups more. So. Getting there. This is helping. Oh, that's wrong. Nope. Yeah, just getting it down to 3 kind of helps. But it's hard. But we'll go from here and we'll hopefully be able to like kind of drill in some habits that will like let us brawl through some of these interactions, and then from there we can start like, once we have that under our belt, we'll be able to actually play like more of a mix-up game if we need to in that situation. Okay, I did a 3+4 there. Goes for the mid there. That's something to keep in mind with their plus frame. They check with the mid, right? They immediately pressed a button, and I did not go for a wall standing 3. This time they chilled though. Maybe power crushing against King in those situations is not really where you want to be, because if they think you're going to respect, you're going to get thrown. Nice. Oh, hey, GG's. Did we play earlier? Let me read it in a second. They're trying to sidestep with their staggered offense. Ooh, that was just a really good sequence. They kept on doing like little pokes, trying to get us to react.
Round 3. Fight.
Nice stuff. I did a jab. Good knee. So they woke up and did that, right? Okay, good throw. I thought maybe he'd go for the mid again, but no, they've been going for it. Good stuff, man. This person played really well. Let's see what we can do against this. Alright, OG Gamer Jr., welcome to the stream. So you think, you're wondering, he feels weak compared to the rest of the roster in Season 2. I do think he's got a lot of good tools to keep his momentum in Season 2, but he did get harder at winning the neutral in Season 2 because of the tracking changes to his moves. So you have to spend more effort to get the hits than you would against another character. This person's throwing a lot right now. They feel very, like, comfortable with it. Sure. I'm gonna do mine. Nice. Jeez. Okay. But no, I don't think you're wrong in that he feels awkward to play. Like, that's... Bryan, that's almost like his identity, right? Could've launched. That's okay. I want to play at this range where I can always down 4 him. That might happen, right? But this is gonna be... stuff. I'm just gonna chill because he's got heat. Nice. Good stuff. Oh man, nice. If he does it again, we have to forward 4-1. Oops. Their pressure is very good. Ooh, nice. I meant to do quarter circle back 1, but I don't think that would have worked out well either. Thought I broke it. It's okay. Nice stuff. Okay. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna get King's Bridge. What's the break on King's Bridge? Is it 2? Nope. Oh, man. Good stuff. This person played super well. Also, I could have launched that alley kick, so much to my disappointment.
Get ready for the next battle.
I wonder if it's worth drilling. It's probably worth drilling King Chain throws as well. I chose 2. I chose wrong. I was gonna say, I thought 1+2 was an option there before. It's been dumbed down some.
Get ready for the next battle.
Hey, it's the same law from before. I feel like at this point they're gonna leave. This is third time is when they DC on you. Wow, 2 times. Nice. Nice punish. Nice. I didn't do anything. But just like before, this is a situation where we're mostly just trying to instigate a reaction from him. Stay on the ground here. They DC'd. Ha! What did I say? I called it. What did I say? Ah, and Hugh shows up for the DCs. Hugh always shows up for the DCs. Okay. Oops. Never coincidence. Rage quit speedrun. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, we got a head start, right? We got a head start because of we played them twice before.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we have a Jin. I haven't played enough Jin in Season 2 yet. So we'll see if he's got the new stuff that I've been hearing about. Does nothing? He's playing Kiba. You see that? What that kind of means, because of the distance of this move, is that it's hard for us to down 4. But we can get in there with the quarter circle back ones. Okay. I'm pressing a lot. Look at that. As soon as we come in, he's looking for it. So I can look for it before even doing a move and try to catch him with a... With like... Oh, nice. With like a whiff punch, right? That's the idea. Wow. Whew, we got there. Bad punishes, but we got there. I don't know specifically what Akira does, but I feel for you. Look at that, they immediately ducked, and I went for a throw. Exactly. Giving it an easy way to self-ring out, though, is like kind of nice. I think going for that throw is a little scary there. They do that every single time almost, and it's not on reaction. So wow, that deals a lot of damage. But so because of that, we can try and see if we can't just like set up that situation now. Good punish. Okay. Could have launched that. nice. And they're just kind of stand blocking in those situations. So, all right, we got a lot of stuff that we can use. That situation is good for us because we got wall standing 3. Oh, that is a. Okay, interesting. So that's actually a frame trap. Good to know. Nice throw. Nice throw. Just ran up and threw us. I feel like whenever people like run up to you, I'm expecting them to, you know, do a move. So when I power crush, the throws are throwing me off. Literally, they're very surprising. I don't wonder why that is. I think maybe I just don't have as good of a power crush sense. Maybe. Oops. Give me that Zen 4. Okay. Akira is basically Dragunov, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Nice. I think they just use throws as part of their offense sometimes. Nice. How do we beat this? That's good. That's good. Catch that while standing 2 that they were looking for. Gotcha. So that's punishable. That's sort of the trade-off there. Nice. They're starting to duck a lot. I think we're starting to get that reaction from them. I'm gonna back up. Dang, that caught my. I gotta focus a bit here. Bryan still deals a lot of damage, though. Scary, but you'll notice that I'm basically looking for those forward 4s, right? We're trying to get them to whiff it so that I can get a launch, right? That's the idea. It's plus +1,000,000 on whiff. Why? Every time I go for Power Crush. So good. Nice stuff. They're very much a 4-4 enjoyer, and I need to figure out how to beat that. They're always looking for that move in particular. I bet I can step it though. I wonder if I can step it to any direction or if you have to step it to the right. I'm not sure, but we'll try stepping a little bit against this move too. Nice stuff. for it again. I did 3+4. I'm gonna do a while standing 3. I don't know if this will work. What is that? We at least have that. Give me that 4-4. Give me that 4-4. There it is, and I'm dead. Nice stuff. They did well. They did well. They, I was trying to beat the 4-4, and they timed it really well.
Get ready for the next battle.
I could feel myself sidestepping the down forward 1-1 a little bit more, which is good. Like, what I mean is like a little bit more just on instinct, which is great. So this is in Virtual Fighter, right, Mecha? You were talking about?
Round 1. Fight.
Kind of funny because it comes off as such like a clunky game, so to speak. They're running in. Just go for this throw. Didn't break it. Interesting. You gonna do anything, man? That's interesting. I think they don't like these lows. They're like, what the hell do I do? Their brain just kind of shut down. Ran up and low parried. That's actually a pretty... I feel like they're either putting the controller down or they're just like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what's going on. This is very strange. I don't think they want to play anymore. I just think they don't want to play anymore. There's just something about the way that they were playing where they're just like, I'm done with this. And they're not going to rematch us. You could see because they started pumping low parry, they were literally teabagging in round 2. And then afterwards, they instantly left. So I think they just didn't like it, so they left. It happened, Charmin. Some players just don't want to play against lows and stuff. All right, we have this is a different law, so we can't like use the same strategies against the other one as we did against the other one. But what we can do is we can still run away because I don't think we want to be up close. Oh, I can launch that. Whoa! Jiggling the Ethernet. Okay, got the counter there. That one's not launch. Nice. Nice stuff. Exactly what Mecha said. Some people, they're just like, I can't beat this. They're catching me with that. Every time. This is crazy. He's letting it rip. That's minus 12. The sidestep he just did. Notice how at this point, I'm just blocking. He's giving me enough opportunities. Wow, this person's crazy. Notice how they started doing more and more, like, bag of tricks to try and get something big there. Okay. They went for a delay there. Good slide. I had a feeling they'd go for a low or something there. He wants to get launched impacts? I don't think so. I think they just want to, it's a good move. Okay, good throw. Nice. I broke one, let's do. But it's a 2. Stay on the ground. Nice, we got him. Ran him over with the Bryan sequences. Maybe they just also don't know, right? But they're trying to hit confirm the, what is it, 4-2-1-2 or 4-2-1-1-2-1+2, whatever, his heat engager. They're trying to hit confirm it. You can tell because they do just one whenever it's blocked. Nice. Good punish. Okay, they did it again. If I had not preemptively done a quarter circle back one, we get another one. Wow. Nice. Nice stuff. That was actually... Their waking up with a slide is throwing me off. The fact that they can do that is pretty crazy. What's up, Wicked Maiden? Wow. Pretty funny. I'm gonna let them do whatever here. I'm gonna back up. Nice. They love that move. Nice. We got him. Yeah, they're, I think I don't know, they don't like the lows, something about it. They just don't like the lows or something, or they're looking for that while standing 2, maybe. Just like they're just trying to catch us with a wall standing move, maybe. I don't really know what is going on there, but yeah, there is there's some things that we could exploit in that matchup. But also just knowing what he was doing with those staggers on the jabs helped. Even though we didn't really get a whole lot out of it, right? They were mostly just letting him rip, and I wasn't doing anything. It was like nice to know, like, not be like overwhelmed by what was happening, right? Yeah, that was pretty funny. They did not know what to do at the wall.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, Jimmy is still the GOAT. He is very good. This Shaheen's gonna destroy us, though. I don't know Shaheen very well. But we can still run away. Nice down forward tooth there. Nice. Yeah, he plays a lot, just locals. They're looking for these down 4-2s. I need to be really careful because it's got a pretty good range. Good step. Good blocks, too. I went for the hatchet there because we were at such low health anyway. That's good. I'm just gonna go ahead and charge this. Just to just get him further away. Nice. So they're going for that every time. I wonder if I can punch parry that. Like that. Nice whiff. Dang. No! Dang. Good stuff. Couldn't step that. So stepping to the right is working against the offense. Ooh, we can launch that. They sidestep there, you see that? Whoa. We're gonna go for this. Nope. Go for a bit of a power crush there. Notice how, like, we're kind of fishing with these back ones, but the back ones aren't really the foundation of what we're doing. Oh, nice. Dang it. Oh, he finally did it! And I went for a low parry, but it does not work there. Okay. Nice stuff. Okay. A lot of Shaheen stuff happening here, but the neutral is the same. So we may not be able to defend as effectively against his stuff, but we'll be able to at least focus on what he's doing before that all that stuff happens, right? Okay. Every time at the wall he does that so far, and I see him doing that, and I keep falling for it, but they're not going to change. I thought maybe because they did the unblockable earlier. So what we kind of need to, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Like sometimes I'm like trying to switch to defense when they're trying to get in on us. And I don't think, notice they went for the mid there again. Good hell sweep. I didn't realize he could do that. Nice. What is that low? It looks like a drag down 2 or something, but it's like a down 1 or something. We'll use these down back threes. Try to get some sort of respect here. There's that step that they're doing. Alright. This is what I'm saying. They're trying to step out from the wall. We need to stop them, right? King Christie, good to see you, man. Okay. Go for this throw. That miss was unfortunate. He went for it. That's okay. Dang, that's a good move, but it's not as linear. Dang, they got us. It's not as it's not tracking because we were stepping them earlier. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Running us over with the Shiheen stuff.
Get ready for the next
Alright, we have a lead.
battle.
That's Zumabafu is so close to Zabumafu. I wonder if that's on purpose. I don't know if y'all ever, for the older viewers, I don't know if y'all watched that growing up. It was a kids show about a real lemur. But they had like a puppet version and then they had like the real version. So interestingly enough, they're kind of trying to use that low to catch us, so we need to use this 4-3 to take our turn back a little bit. See that? Bro, Zabumafu was pretty fun. Nice. So they're pretty respectful at the wall here when we, they're not trying to duck. They know the fear. Gosh, that's getting them every time. Oops. Alright, we got there. With the Crap Brothers, exactly. I don't remember what they look like, to be perfectly honest. I just remember Zabum, the puppet.
Round one. Fight.
Okay. Whoa, that's new. Nice stuff. Okay. This person's going for some of the hard stuff too. They're trying to get that like 10 frame launch and stuff. But they're stepping a lot at range. Whoa. Nice, I tried for this. Okay. But we are letting rip a lot of jet uppers and trying to like... Oops. Those were actually down back threes. But we're trying to like let a few of these jet uppers rip. Okay? Because the EV's good. Nice. Every now and then these low parries betray us. Not that that one would have worked. caught my heat here. For that reason. What the heck? Nice stuff. Good keep out. One had brown hair and eyes, and the other had curly blonde and blue eyes, you know. Maybe one of them, yeah, I mean, genetics are weird, man. Genetics are weird. Good adaptation from our opponent, by the way. They're kind of trying to just keep us out, which is fine. I actually am perfectly content to move them to the wall. Interesting that that wasn't on counter hit. I'm a little bit surprised. Nice stuff. I think they're getting a little bit confident now. Nice stuff. They're, nice punish. Man, these blocks are crazy good. Those blocks were crazy, but they didn't block every single one. They just, downloaded us at the very end and just started blocking everything. Pretty crazy stuff. Oh, man. I think I just didn't believe it. I didn't believe it, so I kept going for it. And then I started attacking more and not running away. And just before I knew it, I was being blown up.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, we got a panda. Pandas are a hard matchup for me. I don't know the matchup very well. Oh my gosh. You can't freakless for that? Okay. They're in a trolley move, that's okay. I'm just going to realign them to the wall. Crazy stuff they're gonna do. Okay. Nice mid. Nice mid. Alright, they go for the throw again. I'm a little surprised that that hit. That's alright. Gotta be afraid of that move. Let them do their thing, that's fine. We'll down 4 if we need to. But we notice we're just kind of pushing them to the wall. Nice. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I was also trying to do down 4 2-1, but that's unfortunate. I think that we would have died either way. But this is we're just gonna do knees. Okay. Just remember to guessing right at all. Dang, good stuff. How do we deal with this? So, some of it is just we're losing these 50-50s, but I think there is probably some level of like sidestep that we can do or sidewalk we can do in these situations. Okay, sure.
Get ready for the next
I don't know. I think bears will still eat me up if we play against them.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, Kazuya. The games are getting either harder or I'm playing worse. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna stay up close and do a jab. That's fine, that backdash is fine. Let him do his thing. Oh, nice, it got us. Nice. That's true Zenbax. Good duck. Just go for this throw, try to get them to the wall. Nice downward two. Good stuff. So 1-1 into an electric. They're trying to get this, like, their game going. Okay. Good throw. I kind of want to... I don't want it to, like, run away from him. But I don't want to give him the chance to, like, get up in our face either. So I want to stay at that, like, max range of my moves. Nice. Okay. Oh, I did my jet upper too early. Whoa! I'm just gonna let him wait it out a little bit. That's not a punish. Nice. Fujinaraka into a down jump. That's pretty reasonable. Oh, I went for back one. You gotta be a little patient with these side steps to the right against it. Just wait for it to come out. That's good. Nice. Whew, that was scary. But you'll notice that the adaptations that we're trying to do here are like, I'm trying to step his Demon Paul, right? For starters. I don't have to always step the Demon Paul though, because I can also just 3+4 afterwards. Okay. Nice. Oh, wow. Good stuff. Notice they're letting us approach now. They're like, I'm playing keep out. they're playing keep out, so we need to now get into their space. Okay. Kind of just like letting him do whatever, right? Okay, that's fine. But this is what I mean. It's like we're every now and then we're throwing out a move, but we're not trying to like run them over necessarily. Alright, they immediately went for that. Oh wow, it caught me. Whoa. Nice stuff. But yeah, see, they're just like kind of content to run away. There's that demon ball we saw them do earlier. Oh, I went for a eat there. Nice. This is not good. Oh my gosh. We are fighting. He's coming in. Got it. Nice. Good stuff from them. That's crazy that that crushed my jab. Nice throw. Good stuff from them. Jeez. I don't actually have... Well, I guess I could have 1-2-1, but yeah, that's crazy. +2, which means we traded. Good stuff. Nice. Got him with that. Jeez. Hard stuff. But those are good games. I think that was kind of like the figuring out how to like slow down, do those down fours, figure out like, oh, here's a demon paw, I can step this. Here is a, you know, mid that I can do or something, but not being afraid to just like let rip the back one every now and then, because that delay is what's going to catch them and give us a counter hit.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, so we have a Paul. I'm going to play a little more cautiously against the Paul. I'll just block. Lows. Low, low, low. And a shoulder after. And they're doing a lot of cancels, so I can actually do like... Oh, that was the wrong punish. That's okay. That's alright. I tried to do 1-2-4, but it ate my 2. I'll do a jab here, just to see. Nice stuff. Stand ground. Oh, that caught us? Nice. Big moves, that's alright. We'll block. Good step, though. Okay. Let's go for this. That's good. What was that impact? Just like slowing down a little bit. And also, I can't one jab that situation, I guess. Oh no. Whoa, that step was so good. Good stuff. I feel really sluggish dealing with this person, and they're just like moving to the right constantly, which is kind of scary for us, which means a lot of our moves we do will get caught. So we can use a mock kick maybe to try and take her turn back, because they're essentially playing from this distance that's pretty favorable for them, and we just need to find the distance for the down four, because they're throwing out a lot of moves here, right? See them stepping constantly there? Okay. Go for this and let him do whatever. Nice! He used the backsway there. That's awesome. So they're still just like stepping a lot to the left. I need to deal with it. Whoa. No! Oh my gosh, we got it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. You can press back to get out of the tech trap. That's true death. Yeah. That's their flow chart, I'm realizing. this throw just in case they go for the shoulder there. Nice. Nice. All right. Okay, they went for it finally. I haven't been ducking there. I could 4-3. Oh, he did it faster there, I think. That's good. Nice. I didn't realize it still had to charge. Oops. Okay. Still need to remember to do more of these tracking moves. They finished it. Nice, got him with the 4-3 there. Using these 4-3s should be a little bit easier for this. So that we can keep our opponents honest. Oops. Nice. Does 4-3 beat shoulder? I think it depends on the frames. It's not going to consistently beat it. It depends on the situation, probably. But when they're doing a lot of other stuff, like it's going to catch... Like, they're using the shoulder to take dishonest frames, so throwing out that 4-3 every now and then is good, because otherwise, if you're blocking most of the time and they shoulder, you can launch it, right? So if you do that 4-3 every now and then, it forces them to consider the shoulder.
Get ready for the next battle.
Eddie. Okay. We probably have time for 1 or 2 more opponents at this point. The shoulder, I think, is minus 15. I know Bryan can launch it, so it could. Some of the shoulders might be minus 14. You notice they're running. I don't want them to run, so I'm going to try and keep it this distance here. Okay. They've already used their heat. That's kind of a good thing. Okay, I ducked. I'm going to stay on the ground here. Do I go to the wall? Maybe. Nice side step. Got him with the wolf kill. Nice. A lot of people tend to step versus Bryan, especially, because it just works really well. Go for this throw. Ooh, it worked. Oops. Alright, I'm trying to, like, fight back a little bit, so I'm using, like, 4-3s and while standing 3s, and I'm getting blown up from time to time, which is okay. Like, we don't really know when we can and can't, and I'm not super worried about it. I'm just going to keep trying. That's good. Go for this. Let them lose their heat. Oh, nice. Good damage. They went for the side, the back one again in that situation. Oh, nice. So because of that, we need to keep that in mind, that we can just probably keep going for that option of, like, tracking it. Unless I can launch it. Let's see. Nope, they didn't do it there. Maybe it's because they sensed something was like off with it. Oh, I ducked again. Nice stuff. I think I need to remember when to frame trap, and I think a lot of people don't believe in the frames on Mach Punch, so we need to remember that maybe we can go for that frame trap sometimes against these people if we're in a scramble situation. Or maybe they just had a really sharp like read of like, this is the time where I'm gonna mash. Oh wow. Okay. Nice slow parry. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oops, wrong, Wow, it worked. They forgot about it. Notice they're coming in now, so we kind of can play defense a little bit. Alright. Nice. Fight back a little bit. I'm just gonna block here. I'm kind of afraid. Can I launch that? No. I'm gonna power crush here. Did not work. Does that work? Nope. It's okay. Good, Oh, I thought I broke it. I'm dead. Huh. I guess that move, I can't soccer kick it. I just have to do, like, down 4. Wow, that beats our jab still. Kind of chilling here. Good delays. I'm gonna go for the Oki here. Nice. You saw that they were like kind of trying to force the issue of like do something and I will beat it. So that's why we switched to the lows, right? Well, given those paces of these games, this is going to be the last one. So, which is good. They've been surprisingly interesting. that I can't step that way. I need to remember to step and see what happens, though. Okay. Okay, get him with this throw. That's fine. Whoa, nice stuff. Caught my jab there. Stay on the ground here. Use that wall to our advantage. I'm just gonna block here in case he does something crazy. Kind of afraid to do anything. Oh, okay. Remember, I don't want to give him too much space here, so I'm going to try and close the distance in a way, I don't know. I'm gonna try to. That has gotten me every single time, that sequence, and every time I'm trying to duck, because I'm just like, oh, I'm dying. I need to duck here, and they just end it right there every time. Just get him to the wall. Nice. I'm gonna orbital here. I have no idea if it'll work. It did not. Nice step. Nice. Whew, crazy. Is that Eddie's version of an orbital? I'm not sure, Death, but probably. But GG's, those were pretty crazy. Pretty crazy games. But what was the takeaway today? I mean, like, today was hard. Today was pretty hard. I feel like if anything, we maybe played too scared or something. I don't really know what it is. Like, I feel like when I try to go back to the down 4 gameplays, it doesn't really work. When I play normally, I'm losing because I don't down 4 enough. And then when I try to down 4 more, we start struggling in the neutral. And I don't know if that's a player 2 side thing either. That could just be a player 2 issue. Or maybe I'm tired. Or maybe the players are getting better, you know, and like we climbed a little bit yesterday and the players are getting better. Like, I don't really know what it is necessarily, but I think I need to keep thinking about it. But keep in mind that, like, these down 4s can be used to scout them out. I think maybe the issue is that I'm doing the down 4s, but I'm not awake and, like, I'm not, like, alert and thinking about what are they going to do. I'm still, like, feeling a little bit of this maybe, like, autopilot. That might be what's getting me. But either way, like, it's, we're going to keep working on it. I feel like we can maybe keep, maybe it's like less so much of like stretching our patience with down 4, but more so stretching our patience with do something and observe. Do something and observe and come up with a plan, right? Maybe that's what it is. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and do our YouTube sign off. If you're coming from YouTube, you were the Bryan on P2. Damn you, GG's. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTitan. That's VONTIBAN. We stream Bryan Tekken Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. Now, the first hour will be labbing. The next 2 hours will be with this, what you just watched here. And if you didn't catch that, this is going to be in the description down below, as well as a link to our Discord if you'd like to join a community of players that try to, like, you know, enjoy the game together, as well as a good forum for me to give announcements for these types of stream schedules changes, as well as anything else that might come up in you know, daily life with the stream. So with that being said, I hope your Tekken is going well. I hope your Bryan journey is going well. Keep at it. Keep trying to pay attention to your opponents. Keep adapting and coming up with better ways to play. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.